This thing right here is an inductive sensor, also known as the bed leveling sensor, and it is found right here on Ubuntu Tiny 3D printer. Now if you use this very well, this is what you get: an even perfect first layer, which is very crucial for your print success. And to do that, we will need to make sure our x-axis, our y-axis, and our z-axis, they are all balanced with respect to each other. Let's start with our y-axis. We are going to balance the y-axis first, we deal with the x-axis, and then we go to the z-axis. First of all, we're going to need something like, let's call it a balancer, something that's gonna maintain accuracy throughout our leveling. So we use this thing, this small thing here, to check the distances to make sure they are all within the same range. First step is pulling your y-axis towards you at a range where it is convenient and comfortable for you to do this leveling. And you're going to insert this small thing right beneath the caps over there. We are having adjusters over there with their spring loaded, and so if you adjust these knobs, depending on how you adjust it, the direction you adjust it, you either push the bed downwards or upwards. And so we are going to do this for all four corners. Put it at the first corner, adjust this spring to make sure it is touching your adjuster, your balancer, or whatever you will call it. And then once that is good, you move to the next side. You do this for all four corners, and then now we know for sure that for our y-axis, the surface is very well tuned, and for all four corners, they are balanced to each other. The next part is the x-axis. The x-axis is what holds the tool head as it moves left to right. So the main thing we want to check here is to ensure that from left to right, if your tool head is all the way to the left, the distance between the tool head and the surface of the y-axis is the same as if the tool head is at the right side of the printer. So we are checking this distance left to right and making sure they are the same at all points. With this, you can use anything. You can use a ruler, or you can use just anything you get at hand. Okay, what you're going to do is slide it over to the left, right under this bar, the rod, the lower rod on the x-axis. Slide whatever you're using over there, or if you're using ruler, measure it, and then check what that number is. It's always better to make it a round number, like 8, 5, whatever. Don't go 5.3. It's kind of tricky to check those in between numbers. And do the same thing for the right. Put the same thing right on the right side of it, and then make sure it is touching the surface nicely. Now the last part of this step is to switch on your machine, and then once it's on, you're going to go to the menu, go to motion, and you find bed trimming. Now what bed trimming does is that it's going to move to four corners of the bed and give you time to adjust them to how you want it. The way we do this is we get a piece of paper, any piece of paper is going to work, and then slide it at each corner it goes. You're going to slide this paper under beneath the tool head and the surface of the bed, and then you adjust the knob carefully to make sure it's touching the paper but it can move freely. And you're going to apply this feeling you felt on the first point throughout the remaining 3 points. Do the same thing, and now you know your bed is perfectly leveled with respect to the tool head. Before that, they were leveled with respect to themselves, but now we are crossing frames, right? We are crossing axes, so we make sure across axes they are also balanced. So now what we are doing is trying to validate all the procedures we went through, the leveling sequences. So we are placing here a box in the slicer, just printing one layer thick. Okay, so it's just going to be one layer, the first layer alone. We just need it for the result. Process it and then give it to your printer to print. Now this will make sense. Why? You see, your bed leveling sensor will always try to balance the bed for you, but if the errors are too bad, it is not going to give you the best result. So what you want to do is always give it a first hand in the whole game, right? So that it will come in and level it to the finest, to the very detailed accuracy that you want it. That way your print is going to turn out successful and your first layers are always going to be on point. And so that's what we are doing here. We are going to print it and see how it goes. And there we go, a perfect smooth first layer. See, you don't have to do this every time. Okay, you do this and enjoy the print until some point in time maybe you realize your first layers are not going down well as it used to be. Then you can run through this calibration again. Aside that, you do it one time and enjoy it for the rest of the time.